welcome to your midweek update. I'm your host, Paul, from KCTK Radio. This is the program where we give you a quick update about what people are talking about this week. We examine the latest trending Google, and then we look at the Google searches for today, so you know what everyone is concerned about. Now, I'm not claiming these are the most important things, or even that you should know them at all. I'm just helping you by letting you know what is going on in the world. And now, on with the countdown.
Number 5.
Number 5, the biggest sporting event in the entire globe. That's right. It's the World Cup 2018. The schedules are out. Let me quickly look here. Nope, U.S. isn't in it. The U.S. is not in the World Cup this year, so I guess you need to maybe root for another team. Now, this is the sport, my friends, where they take a round ball, they take their feet, and they kick it. They kick the ball. And so you don't know much about it because you're an American-type person, and you could care less what they do. So I'm looking here just kind of quickly, what is the... Well, I can't see what the schedules are, but I would recommend let's get beyond some of the politics that are going on, okay? I mean, if you're a Democrat, you can root for North Korea or Russia. I mean, I know you're obligated to if you're a Republican, but you can also try to go with maybe like Germany, France, or Italy, one of our regular allies. You could root for them in the World Cup. It could be all kinds of fun if you like soccer. Yay!
Number 4.
Dumbo. That's right. Dumbo is number 4. Dumbo is number 4 because they're doing a live action of the old Walt Disney cartoon where the amazing story of the elephant that could fly. But they're doing a live action one, and they have a preview online. I guess it's a trailer. And it's not really live action, it's more CGI, but it's kind of cute. It's an elephant. It has gigantic ears, and it can fly around, and it looks heartwarming. It looks charming, and it looks like it's going to be a big hit come 2019. Now, Tim Burton is the director of this, and he always has a kind of a strange look at things. He's the man that brought us the 1980s Batman. He did, I think he did Alice in Wonderland. He did the last Willy Wonka. So he has kind of a weird view of things, and kind of an interesting view of things. And Dumbo, yes, Dumbo is number 4, and I recommend that you check out that good stuff right about now. But before you do, this is the time when we talk about one of our great sponsors of the program. For many years, we've had many sponsors who have kept us going over and over again. Still trying to get that lawn into shape? Well, enough is enough. I say, a real man isn't afraid of asking for a little help, is he? Is he? I'm wondering. I would have no clue whatsoever what a real man would do. Well, I know when I call Lawnmower 101, they help me out of a real bind. You see, my in-laws were coming from overseas. Actually, I'm going overseas to see in-laws. Isn't that weird? But anyway, they were coming overseas, according to this copy, and we were expecting them to see a garden paradise with weeds everywhere, yellow grass, and a lump of who knows what was in the corner. I needed help, and fast. Because it was an emergency, as they called it, they arrived almost immediately with a crew that would have impressed Benito Mussolini himself. Benito Mussolini? The fascist dictator of Italy that brutally killed many people? Huh. Okay. A crew that would have impressed Benito Mussolini himself. Needless to say, calling Lawnmower 101 saved my yard, my skin, and probably my marriage. Check them out at www.lawnmower101.com. Lawnmower 101, because you never know when you need them, and you need them. And use the promo code Your Midweek Update at checkout.
Number 3.
All right, back to the countdown. Number 3 is, I'm going to say this name wrong, Sanya Latta. Sanya Latta. And you're wondering what is going on, but our long national nightmare is over. We all were wondering who was the person who bit Beyonce, according to Tiffany Haddish. And now we know. Her name is Sanya Latta, and she is the one that bit Beyonce. We know this because Tiffany Haddish has finally named. This is a big story, folks. I'm surprised it's number 3. I know that I have had many, many sleepless nights wondering about, is there an afterlife? What happens to my loved ones after they pass away? I often wonder, does God exist? And I finally wonder, who bit Beyonce? Now I know. It was some lady named Sanya Latta. I don't know who that is. Let's see if I can kind of figure out here quickly who she is. Oh, she's a black actress, as Haddish has said, and she bit someone, and there was a picture of her, an attractive woman, and I don't know if her days of biting people are over. I don't know if this is going to continue. I would alert not only your local authorities, but also make sure you're watching your kids whenever Sanya Latta is around, because there could be more biting situations. Now, I also recommend, since we're on a trend here, is that President Trump sits down with this Sanya Latta and maybe brings in that guy from North Korea, and they can bring the peace back. Sure, there's no nuclear weapons from North Korea anymore, but do we know if there's biting anymore? That's the real issue, and that's why it's number 3 on our countdown tonight about what is being Google searched.
Number 2.
Number 2 is really number 1, because it always is, and that's Superfly. That's right, Superfly. Superfly is a new movie, a remake movie of the movie from the 70s called Superfly. That's right, Superfly. And it looks like a really good movie, kind of a gangster type thing. It is kind of based on the 1972 Superfly, which was kind of what they call it, the exploitation movie of the 70s. And it looks like a lot of action, a lot of drama, and a lot of the many actors that you love. But it's coming out, let's see here. Oh, there's a review of it. And let me see when it comes out here, because I know that you're probably waiting right now. When do I get my ticket? When do I get my ticket? Well, according to this article, you need to go buy it now because it's coming out soon. That's all the information I can tell you at this point. That's right, I really don't know what I'm talking about.
And number 1.
Number 1 is the World Cup. Yeah, I know you're saying, didn't we talk about the World Cup before? No, number 5 was the World Cup schedule. Number 1 is the World Cup. The World Cup is being played in Russia, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And if you want to Google the schedule, then you can be number 5. But the World Cup, my guess is until the World Cup is over, that's going to be the number 1 Google search in the world, because people just love the soccer ball. They take it, they get their foot, they kick it, and they put it in the net, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know who you're rooting for, but I would hope that you get on board with the World Cup. I mean, yes, that's another edition of your midweek update. And it's been a lot of fun. We're on Facebook Live. That's your midweek update. This is Paul saying, until we meet again, be safe.
This
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.